A courtroom packed with celebrities and fans today. They're going to have to wait 3 more days for Chris Brown to go to trial in D.C. Now, that is because a judge said she needs more time to decide the case of Brown's bodyguard.
That said, even though his trial didn't start today, Chris Brown had some high-profile support in the courtroom. Jennifer Donnellan is live from D.C. Superior Court with what happened. Jen.
That's right, and they sat and waited just as we all did inside that courtroom. We've got some video to show you. Kariche Tran, who is Chris Brown's on-again, off-again girlfriend, was in court, walking in and out of the courthouse today. Also, music and movie star Bow Wow was also in court. He stayed there the entire day, wished the family luck, and then left at the end of the day. The judge came out, said, I just haven't made a decision yet. I want to make sure I get this right. Chris Brown came in to the courtroom for a moment, dressed in a suit. She said to him, we cannot start your trial until we have a verdict in this first trial, so now we're all waiting. Chris Brown's security guard, Chris Hollisey, walked out of court silent and without a final answer from the judge as to whether or not she believes he's guilty or innocent of assault. It also meant his employer, superstar Chris Brown, will have to wait in jail over the Easter weekend for his assault trial to begin. Both men are accused of punching this man, Parker Adams of Beltsville, over an attempt to take a picture with the hip-hop star outside the W Hotel during last year's Howard University homecoming event. When defense attorneys had their turn today, they called a D.C. firefighter to the stand who treated Adams that October night while en route to the hospital. He testified once in the ambulance he heard a D.C. police officer say to Adams, "Do you know who that is? That's Chris Brown," and later say Brown was on felony probation and could go to jail for a long time. The defense asked the witness, did the police officer tell Adams he could make a lot of money, and the witness said yes. After just 3 defense witnesses, closing arguments began. The prosecution argued Hollisey was guilty because he stood and watched Chris Brown punch Parker Adams in the face, and then he finished Parker Adams off with another punch to the face. That is assault in the District of Columbia. The defense volleyed back by pointing to the pending $3 million lawsuit Parker Adams filed against Brown and Hollisey. Justice for him had dollar signs on it. He wants to get paid, the lawyer argued. As far as Hollisey's actions that night, his attorney said he's entitled to protect himself and his client, and said Hollisey was exercising self-defense, and there's evidence that he didn't hit anyone at all. Now, here's something else we've heard from several sources in the courthouse. The judge, Patricia Wynn, who handled Chris Hollisey, the bodyguard's case, will deliver the verdict in that case on Monday morning. Chris Brown will begin right after that, but we believed Patricia Wynn, the judge, was going to handle Chris Brown's trial, but we've learned from sources, several sources, who said she's going to hand Chris Brown's trial over to another senior judge here at the courthouse. What type of impact will that have? We'll have to see. Reporting live from Northwest, I'm Jennifer Donnellan, ABC 7 News.